problem 2-70, which says examine the shape made with the algebra tiles below. So here's our shape. And then it says write an expression that represents the perimeter of the shape. Then evaluate your expression for x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 10 units. Okay, so the perimeter, you will remember, is the distance around a shape. So I'm going to redraw the shape onto my paper below, and then I'm going to start labeling it. So here's a 1 tile, and then we've got 2 X tiles. So I'll label those. And then we've got one of those big XY, or sorry, not XY, Y squared tiles. So Y squared. All right, so now because we need to find the distance around, I'm going to label the sides. Since this is Y squared, I know it's Y by Y. So the sides are going to be Y's. So I'm going to put Y by each of the sides. This is an X tile. That's the area. So I know it's 1 by X. So 1 times X is equal to the area of X. So this side is X, but this short side is 1. And then this side here is going to be another 1. And then this side is 1. This side right here is 1. And then we've got another long X side, so I'll call that X. All right, so now we just have to add all these up. So I'm going to start with the X's, actually. So I'm going to write, and I'm just going to put A over here, X. So, sorry, there are 2 X's. So I'm going to write 2X, because X plus X is 2X. And then, wait a second, I made a mistake with this side. So this is not Y, because that is the entire distance from here to here. But right here, we've got a 1 and a 1. And so this part here, or I'm going to use a colored pencil to make it really obvious. So this part from here to here is not Y. This whole thing is Y, but not this little section. This is Y minus these 2 lengths, or minus 2. Okay, so now that we've got that established, I've got just 3Y. So I'll add 3Y, and then I need to add this side, which is Y minus 2. And then I've got to add the X's. Oh, I've got those already. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 1 sides that I'm going to add. So that's plus 4. All right, so now that I have the expression, I'm going to see if I can combine any like terms. So it looks like 2x is still the same. And then, but I've got y's, so I'm going to make that a 4y. And then I've got a -2 and a 4, and I'm going to add those 2 together and just have a 2. Okay, so now I've simplified this expression, and it's going to be a little easier to evaluate it for the values x is 6 and y is 10. Okay, so evaluate, you remember, means that you substitute the values that they give you for x and y instead of having the variables there. So I'm going to rewrite this. 2 times x becomes 2 times 6, because x is equal to 6, plus 4 times y becomes 4 times the value for y, which is 10, plus 2. So now we can just do the math and figure out what this is. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4 times 10 is 40, and then we still have the plus 2. So now if we add this together, 12 plus 40 is 52, plus 2 is 54. So the answer here is 54. So that's what it is when you evaluate. And here is what the expression should be when it's simplified. All right, so we've done the perimeter. So now they're asking us to do B. Write an expression that represents the area of the shape. What if the area is x equals 6 and y equals 10 units? So essentially they're asking us to get the area and then find out how it evaluates if we use 6 and 10 for the x and y values. All right, so this is a little bit easier than finding the perimeter because the names of the tiles are the area of the tiles. And so this time when I write the area of the tile, I'll do that right here, I am looking at, so let me move this around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this time when I write the area, I'm just going to take the value of the tiles the way we've named them. So I've still got 2x because I've got an x tile and an x tile, so there are two of those together. And then I've got a y squared tile. Although usually what we do is we put the exponent with the highest value up front. So normally you would write this y squared because the highest power goes first. And then you would write 2x for the two x tiles. And then we've got one unit tile. So that's plus 1. All right, so let's see. This time the value of x is equal to what? 6. Oh, and 10. It's the same values. So I'm just going to put these values in for here. So y squared becomes 10 squared plus 2 times x is 2 times 6 and then plus 1. And so if 10 times itself is 100 plus 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1. So that's 112 plus 1, which is 113. So there's our answer there. Here is our simplified expression. And we have answered this question fully.